Hey everybody, it's your boy Gaby, and welcome to a small bridge that goes over a circle of water. Now you may be asking yourself, why are we in the beautiful desert oasis on a spring day? And that's because we have an unboxing from our friends over at Thunderhead Creations. This is the Tauren Vortex Rda, and this thing is very, very cool. Now before we get started, I want to say a massive thank you to Cindy and the entire team over at Thunderhead Creations. I truly appreciate your generosity, and I'm so excited to be doing some reviews for you. So Cindy was super cool and sent along two different color variants of the new Vortex 30mm Rda. Now, as a die-hard hobbyist vapor, a die-hard enthusiast, I am so grateful that companies are still making RDAs. I am so sick of disposables. I figured it would be appropriate to pull out something a little special for this video, so I have my octuple 18650 mod, which is black, but also has purple grub screws, so we could go either way with this one. I also really like how you guys have iridescence on the silver. I think that's a really nice graphic design touch. I love when companies do fun things like that. Beautiful. Okay, this is gorgeous presentation. Similar to the Dead Rabbit V3, we have a coil stepper tool, so you're able to measure the length of your leads of your coils. That's something I always love to see. Look at this. Okay, so I'm so pumped that you guys are using the Temple and Buddha style airflow. This honeycomb airflow is my favorite kind of airflow. It creates the best vapor production as well as the best flavor production. I will stand on a hill and fight to the death for this airflow. This mod is so big I had to make a shoulder strap for it and use guitar strap holders. Look at how beautiful this is. That looks so good. I love RDAs that are short and fat. So up the top here, you have a normal Delrin 810 drip tip, and you have your top cap, which looks gorgeous. Nice strong O-rings, and a beautiful postless deck with a massive juice well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I really like how you guys are doing this deck. I'm someone who drips through the top cap. I almost never take my top cap off. I like to drip directly onto my coil. So this will allow you to center either a center coil or a dual coil right in the middle here and drip directly onto your coils instead of dripping into your juice reservoir and waiting for your cotton to wick up. Forget all that. We are able to just go right here. That is so nice. And you have a massively deep juice well. I believe if I had to guesstimate, that's probably 8-ish 9 millimeters deep, and it has the really nice airflow walls similar to the Dead Rabbit V3 or the Vapors Cloud Temple. I really like when airflow is handled like this, and you can see that the machining is immaculate. These are all rounded slots in there. This isn't just like cutouts. This is beautiful. Now, very similar to the Vapors Cloud Temple, you kind of have this insert piece that goes and snugs up to your airflow. Unlike the Vapors Cloud Temple, you have this conical design right here, and this is rounded or called a conical design to help the flavor notes of your juice kind of roll up the barrel, and you get a more potent and more rich flavor like that. Very, very nice. This airflow is beautiful, and you have a lot of build room in here. Like I said in the beginning, this is a 30mm Rda, so you have a massive amount of room to build on this. Thank you so much, Cindy and the entire team over at Thunderhead Creations. I truly appreciate this so much. I haven't been so excited about a hardware product in years. I am so pumped about this, and I'm so grateful that you guys are putting RDAs like this into the market. I know I'm going to love this, and I'm genuinely so excited. So let's go. What are you waiting for? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Hey, welcome to my shop. Normally I film my videos in our recording studio, but I'm currently renovating it. So today we're out here in my shop. I'm currently working on my rally car right now. I'm doing a bunch of really cool stuff to it that you guys will see on the channel very soon. I guess we're inside, so I can take my sunglasses off. Hi, how you doing? So if you remove your foam plate with your coil stepper tool in it, right? There is a thank you card, and then you go back here, and there's a secret door that goes to another package of stuff. And in here is where all your O-rings, your squonk pin, and some coils. There's also replacement screws in here as well. It comes with 3 core fused clapped-in coil, which are 26 gauge clapped in with 38 gauge. And these are Ni 80, and they come out to a 0.28 ohm coil. I'm going to be installing the coils that they sent along to get the full experience of using this. Vortex Rda I also comes with a user's manual and 2 Allen wrenches. One of them is for your squonk pin, the other one is for your deck. I'm gonna set up my purple one here with a dual coil, the coils that they sent, and I'm gonna set up the black one with a single coil made from myself. This deck looks so nice to build on. I love how deep the juice well is. This gets me so excited. You have pretty decent sized post holes. Ooh. All right, I do have one critique on this coil. Can you guys see that the clapped in wire is a little bit separated right there on that wrap? That's like kind of a nitpicky con, but that is not the best clapped in coil I have ever seen. So I think how you want to build this is very similar to the Dead Rabbit V3, where you want your coil perpendicular to these airflow walls. And if I remember right from the Dead Rabbit V3, the appropriate height for that was 4 millimeters. I think I'm gonna risk it and just go right to 4 millimeters. This coil stepper tool supports 2 coils at the same time, which I think is really cool. So you can put both of them in there at the same time and make them pretty much the same size. I like to do them one at a time. I feel like I have better control over cutting them. There's one installed, and that's really nicely in there. That's 4 millimeters. Now that they're both secure in here, I'm gonna apply a little bit of wattage. I always space out my coils a little bit. It helps prevent them getting hot spots, and it also helps wick them more efficiently. Nice. Oh, that looks beautiful. Look at how nice that is. I gotta take a picture of that. So they are spaced out a little bit, which kind of ruins the aesthetic of the coils, but vape experience wise, I find it's a lot more satisfying having them spaced out. Now I'm gonna let this build cool down a little bit so we can wake it up. In the meantime, let's build a single coil to go in the black one. Really like the 510 pin they're using on this. And it should be noted that it is a protruding 510 pin, so this is hybrid safe. Now for the black one, I'm going to be screwing this down on my Light Designs battery killer mod. This is a prototype of my own mod, which you will be able to get very soon. And for what we are going to be building this other coil out of, I found this big strand of alien wire in my recording studio while I was cleaning, and I was like, oh, that would be fun. I'm gonna do this the old school way, no coil tool, nothing like that. I'm just gonna put my thumb on the edge here and wrap away. Here it is right here. It is spaced out a little bit on that lead, but that's okay. We can just smash it into the screwdriver and then fix the rest of it with heat. And although I'm not really a squonk guy, I can definitely see the appeal of this being used as a really nice squonk RDA because of that deep juice well and where your coils go. I love building on this so far. I am really, really into this. I love the way that you guys are doing the positive posts. I think that's fantastic. And I am gonna shave off just a little bit of this coil. I'm bringing it up to the 6 millimeter because I am bridging a gap and I have a little bit more distance that I need to travel with this coil. I am gonna give myself a tiny bit more room. Be able to plop it in just like that. That looks fantastic. That is so good. Oh man, I am really, really into this RDA. Man, this Vortex Rda was so much fun to build. Look at how beautiful that is. I really, really like this RDA a lot. So for the juice that we are going to be trying today, we are trying Derailed from our friends over at Suicide Bunny. Suicide Bunny is an affiliation juice line with our friends at Vapetasia, and Tyler from Vapetasia does all of this gorgeous artwork. Absolutely fantastic. Now I've only tried a few flavors from the Suicide Bunny line, and everything I've tried so far I've really loved. Derailed is supposed to be a snickerdoodle cookie flavor, and I feel like this is a very appropriate juice for such a hard-hitting, cloud-chasing RDA. Look at that artwork. Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna stick to tradition and not smell it before I vape it. I wanna be completely surprised. This juice well is massive. You can hold so much juice in here. Look at this. I'm just dripping for days. It's good that this is a 120 ml bottle because I got 120 mils worth of juice well for it. So before we try this, I want to say another massive thank you to the entire team over at Thunderhead Creations, and thank you so much for sending me this RDA. I am so excited about it. I'm so excited to try more of your products. Thank you. Wow. Yes! Oh, that is incredible. That is unbelievable. Wow, it has so much power. The airflow is beautiful. There is so much vapor production. Now, these are the coils that this ships with. Airflow is gorgeous. This is artwork. This isn't a vape experience. This is artwork. I haven't watched any of my fellow vape influencer, vape YouTuber people's review on the Vortex Rda because I like to form my own opinion. So I try my best to learn as little as possible about a product because I want to have genuine reaction with you guys. That's why I never smell a juice before I try it. See, this is one of these times where it's difficult to be a vape influencer because I need to convey information that is cohesive and easy to understand, but at the same time, I'm a vaping nerd. Vaping is my favorite thing. Like, all this stuff behind me, this is all cool, but I like vaping so much more than I like cars and motorcycles any day. I am beside myself. This is not a RDA. This is not a juice. This is an experience. I am beside... I'm so emotional right now. I almost want to cry. Honestly, like, you ever hear a song that is so good that you just start crying, or like watch a movie that makes you want to cry? This is such an incredible experience, and I'm so grateful to be in the position that I'm in, that this is my job. I am beside myself right now. I'm gonna be waking up the single coil version with some killer custard. Now, this is my favorite juice that I personally don't make, and this is my mod, which I do make. I wanna try this, and then we'll snap back to talking about the Suicide Bunny and talking about the purple version. Killer custard on the Vortex Rda on my battery killer prototype mod. Cheers. Oh, wow. 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 All of this is just wow. I haven't watched Grimm's review of this, but if he was a snob about this, he's a snob. Oh, that is incredible. Single coil is great. It's fantastic in single coil mode, but to be honest with you, I think I like it better with dual coils in here. Your build space inside this deck is so massive that if you do want to run a single coil, I feel like you should go a bigger diameter. Maybe even like a 6 millimeter diameter coil to really get the most out of this airflow. Having it wide open with a single coil of a 3 millimeter or lower diameter, you're not getting the true beauty of this airflow. You're kind of doing a disservice to how beautiful this airflow is. If you're gonna build single coil, go big. This is also a good RDA if you want to put it on a series unregulated mod. One of the reasons why I love the Druga Foxy so much is I mainly run this in bypass mode. And with that series power, you're able to get the maximum amount of vapor. You're really able to experience the artwork of this airflow. Now, honeycomb airflow like this, or waffle airflow, or Temple Buddha Dead Rabbit V3 style airflow is the best airflow. This is the best way to do airflow. It's like a true competition RDA, but putting those walls on either side enhances the flavor and also adds just the most minute amount of restrictiveness to it to be able to really get a satisfying suck. And my coils are right here. So I don't have to do the, like, when you drip through the top cap, sometimes you have to do like a little swirl to make sure you're hitting your coils, I am just hitting my coils right here. That is direct to my coils. And the juice well is so massive that I can put a ton of juice in here. I definitely see the appeal of using this with a squonk mod. I'm not a squonk guy myself, as you guys know, but I see the appeal. I see the appeal of this RDA for a massive audience of vapors. This appeals to a flavor chaser. This appeals to a cloud chaser, a squonker, a builder. This appeals to someone who likes to use mech mods, someone who likes to use regulated mods, someone who likes to use series mods. This appeals to everyone. And it's in this gorgeous form factor. This juice is incredible. This is a snickerdoodle flavor, which is like a cinnamon cookie. I believe snickerdoodle is a Girl Scout flavor, I think. Girl Scout cookies? I don't know, I don't really eat sweets. Beautiful, buttery, cinnamony, vanilla-y texture. And the cinnamon on this juice is so friendly and nice. This isn't like a piece of Red's hot gum or like a cinnamon that's gonna knock you out. It is just a delicate sprinkling of cinnamon on a delicious cookie. This is an incredible vape experience. I am so satisfied and so happy with this experience, and I'm so grateful to have this experience. This is incredible. This is an incredible RDA. This is incredible juice. And I'm so grateful that companies are still making RDAs to this caliber. The entire industry these days is all disposables and salt neck and stuff like that, and it warms my heart. It makes me truly so happy and so grateful that companies are putting out these products. Thank you. Truly, not even just as like a YouTube guy, as Gabe the like human, thank you, genuinely, for making this artwork and putting this out into the world. If you are watching this video, do yourself a favor, track down this RDA and get it. Also, do yourself a favor and track down some of this Derailed from Suicide Bunny. This is an incredible juice. This is an incredible experience. Thank you so much for watching. Share your thoughts and opinions with me down in the comments below. You'll be seeing a lot more of these RDAs on the channel. Thank you.